confront the Iranian regime's hostile actions.
Basic laws of the Middle East, Joe, is things have to get worse before they get even worse.
Now, Israel is not a common enemy, it's Iran.
States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil, arming to threaten the peace of the world.
This is America on the Middle East. But what's the Middle East? Well, that's easy. It's a nation of people. People who are caring, who go to school, people who love to eat, people who admire architecture and the beauty that is art, people who have everyday tasks, people who like to have fun, people who value faith, family, and community above all other values. People who shop like us, act like us, and are like us, the Americans. Yet with xenophobia on the rise, nearly 82% of Iranian American students in the UC system experience moderate to severe levels of loneliness and isolation. My research project challenges the how and the why American society silos people of Middle Eastern heritage by understanding the impact inaction has on Iranian American students like myself. I decided to interview my fellow peers of Iranian heritage to understand their experience growing up both Iranian and American and how they feel now here at UCSD.
My name is Sahar Zahrai. Here they call me Sahar.
Hi, my name is Lital Pekar.
I was born here in Southern California in 1999.
I was born in 2000 in Los Angeles, California.
I think what I love most about Iranian culture, about Iran, about Persian culture, is the music, because to me, that covers all of it. Like when I listen to Persian music, I feel overwhelmed with emotion and gratitude and happiness and everything, just because it reminds me of everything that I do love about the people.
What I love about the Iranian culture is that we're all very welcoming towards each other and we all treat each other as friends.
I do think that the education system here needs to implement more cultural exchange, because I quickly understood that I can't talk about my Iranian identity or my Persian culture without being faced with apathy from other people. Either apathy or criticism for why does she always talk about that? You know, it's kind of annoying.
In the classroom, like especially at UCSD, I'm kind of scared to show like my Iranian identity or even my Jewish identity, but just because I don't know how teachers or other people will react.
When I was younger, that's what I was taught, that no one really cared for the things that I cared about. I internalized the fact that I might be different than others, and I've kept it with me still.
Very much what we learned in primary and secondary education was about 9/11 and the war on terrorism, and it just wasn't a lot. It was a lot of negative things, I'd say.
I was always actually really confused because I, along with everybody else, would study these different occurrences that had made Americans, hostile towards Middle Eastern countries. But then I could never understand why Iran was a part of that, just because I spent my whole childhood going back and forth between Iran and America. And I knew the culture and I knew the people. So yeah, I think it was maybe not taught thoroughly enough. And so it impacted kids in like a way in which they thought that showing hatred towards people of that area is the only way to express that they disapprove of it. So.
If you grow up with a diverse community, you're more likely to have different views and accepting views of more people. If people just don't know any Persians, it's very hard to have an opinion on Persians outside the media and outside what education shows us as well.
I think that it's important that everyone feels first and foremost that they can express their other identities, their other cultures, and then we can implement a way of educating everybody of every culture, and not the politics and the government of it, but the actual people and where they come from and what they do and what they believe in and how they're just like the rest of us.
UCSD prides itself on being inclusive, yet fails to incorporate the Middle Eastern perspective on American history on events such as 9/11, the War on Terror, and the 1979 hostage crisis. In attempts to minimize this, I propose that the creation of a resource center specifically for Middle Eastern students would mitigate this affliction of identity by not only acknowledging the pain of the students, but also offering them guidance from other individuals with similar experiences. Additionally, I propose that by offering more GE courses that focuses on the experiences and histories of Middle Easterners in America, we can further break down that barrier of competence that many Americans express with fear of the Middle East. But also, we can create a more positive interpretation of what it means to actually have a connection to the Middle East. Dr. King said it best, that injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So with my solutions, I hope that these small steps towards justice for some can spark a chain reaction enacting justice for all.